Got some pretty good light on there, so you can see nice and bright. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Monday to everybody. Hi, Margie. Jello to you. Hi, Christy. So happy to see you here. Everybody doing well? I'm doing well. Candy's doing well. We hope you're all doing well. Just can't complain today. That's an awesome way to look at it. Hi, Linda. So happy to see you. Have your watercolors? Awesome. We got some watercolor paper, some mixed media paper, or even some cardstock. You could work with cardstock, white paper, and and watercolor paints. Any kind of watercolor paints. If you don't have those, we'll go into that just a second here. So I'm just reading your comments here. There's Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. I saw your email. Have not had a chance to respond, but I'm so sorry. You had such a hard time getting in there, but I did get your friend request, so now we can connect through Messenger. Messenger is probably the fastest way to get to me. Just so you know, go ahead and send anything through Messenger. That's totally okay with me. But I will get back to your email this afternoon. So awesome. Happy to see you all here. We are excited today. Let me see if I can balance these up here and not get paint everywhere. We're going to make these strips. I guess you could call them snippet strips, kind of, sort of. And they start with a watercolor base. You don't really see it, but you see it. You see it, you just don't know that it's a watercolor base. This one, not so much as this one. This one, you can see a lot more of the watercolor in here. This one, I went a little heavy-handed on the ephemera decorations, but you can still see the watercolor under here throughout. So it's a strip of watercolor paper or mixed media paper, or you can work with cardstock. It's cardstock. Where did that come from? And then I'm loving these because I'm finding that it is a great way to use up a lot of little bits and pieces of ephemera, little scraps of paper that you love the paper, don't want to throw it away, that's sitting on your desk, those odds and ends pieces of this or that. It's perfect. I have used up so much stuff making these. It's awesome. And you can sew them, you can not sew them. That is completely up to you. Some people do not like the sewn look, others do. You can stamp the sewing stitches on if you like, or just not at all. So not necessary. But there's kind of two different. This one is more light spring color. I did some gold splatters over the top of it afterwards. Flowery butterfly, kind of lighter spring colors. This one's a little darker, grungier, now kind of halfway steampunkish. Look at that. I said right around the bird. Didn't even know that wasn't intentional. I just started. I'm really glad I did not go right through his head or decapitate him or something. That would have really looked bad. So, okay, so that's what we're doing. Hi, Penny. Welcome. You guys are getting messy. I am staying clean, Margie says. Hello, Penny. Okay, Carrie, lost your sound. You probably heard what I said, though, earlier, right, Carrie? And I will respond to your email this afternoon, so no worries. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. Okay, so we are starting with 2-inch strips. I have watercolor paper. If you have mixed media paper, that works as well. If you don't have watercolor or mixed media paper, any other heavy paper will work. You can even use cardstock. I would grab the heaviest that you have. Hi, Angie. Carrie, what I said I will put in the email to you this afternoon, so you'll have it, okay? The only thing, if you're using cardstock or a heavier paper like that, but it's not watercolor paper, just don't get your brush quite as saturated with water. That's all, because watercolor paper is intended to take all that water, and cardstock is not. So if you just don't quite saturate it, quite as much, then it will be fine. If you really saturate it, you're going to end up with buckles probably. So here's the base. Here's what we start with. And this is just fun to play with. And you can see right here that this is nothing and nothing like that you need big watercolor painting talent for, obviously. Is we're pick some colors. So this one is just, some different colors and some of them combined. And this one has a little bit of metallic watercolor in it. So when it dries, it'll be just a little shimmery, shiny on those spots. So you don't have to, this was just fine. The two I showed you completed, they do not have any metallic in them. So, that's completely up to you. So we're going to start with 2-inch strips like this. And I was just going to put it on get everybody there. Just going to put it on both so that they could see you too, Candy.
I was trying to put it on there, but you had already showed your stuff, and I was like, it needs to be on full screen when you're doing
it. So, okay, I'll show you what we're doing, then I'll put it back so you can watch Candy as well. I have one brush here that I will use for the metallics, just so I don't have to, completely feel like I need to get it quite as clean in the water. I'll just keep that with metallics. And one brush is fine. All the others I did with one brush, but I have two today because they were sitting here, and I'll use this one for blues and greens, like cool tones, and this one for warms, like orange, yellow, and red, just so if I'm switching over, I don't get so much mud, and I don't have to clean them off as much in the water. I can just grab water and put them in here like this and not worry about actually, putting them in water, swishing them around to get some of that off. So I'm going to start with some colors that I just haven't even used at all, because time for that, right? So going to take your watercolor brush and get it nice and wet, and then get it into your, I didn't check my camera. Look at that. I'm so off. Wow. Well, at least it was on my desk. That's funny. I often move it. I just push it completely out of the way.
T is here.
Hi, Erica.
See Dawn Messenger come in?
Welcome. I did see Dawn. She was here a while ago. Yeah. Hi, Erica. Welcome. We're so glad that you're here. So for those who just came in, if you want to play along with us today, we have watercolor paper, mixed media paper, heavy cardstock, whatever you have, and watercolors is all. Get a little bit of water, and we're going to make these like snippet strips, and we start with that watercolor base. So you can do a lot of different things with these, and I'm finding that it is a really awesome way to use up a ton of scraps and little bits and pieces that are sitting around. So we're trying to use it or you lose it, meaning use it or throw it away this year. What we're trying to do. So if I can use it, great. If not, it's going in the trash. Tired of it taking all the space. I want the space for some new stuff. So all we're going to do is come up here and draw kind of a rectangle, but it's just like that. It's not perfect. It doesn't need to be any particular size. It doesn't need to be perfect, because you saw it. So most of it's going to get covered anyway. And I'm going to leave. I like when I have some of these little puddles that happen in here, because then I'm going to try taking this metallic over here and then just putting some of this metallic into, I need plenty of water on that too. So you get some that'll just kind of drop in here. Putting some metallic into the puddle, and then just let it kind of go where it will, or you can kind of form it around where you want to. So this one, let's see, what'll I do? Maybe I'll do greens, and I don't even know if there's a light blue in this palette. Grab this other one for a light blue. Let's see what's left on this brush. What else would go with green? I don't want a whole thing of green. I'm gonna put some, how about this? This looks like an orange, but kind of a burnt, rusty orange. All right, you can put it back on both of us now, and so they can see. I know they want to see what you're doing as well. So.
Oh, they do not.
Yeah, they do too. They always do. So I like it when there's extra water sitting in here, because that puddle, when you put the second color or metallic in it, it makes it spread, and it spreads naturally and gives you those cool looks instead of, just being painted on. The second color being painted on. Stamp a word on each patch that you watercolor and cut the patches apart. Oh, you could do that too. That's cool. That would make great little ephemera. Oh, what another idea. Yeah, you could make these when you're done, cut them apart, stamp a word on each one of them. That's a great idea. Use those as decorative ephemera. Don't worry about making them all nice and perfect shape, because these edges are going to be covered anyway, and you'll find that you just kind of wasted your time there in doing that. I'm going to add, I think, put a little blue on that orange. Let's get this bright blue over here and try this. Ooh, that kind of looks cool in that puddle. And let's even get a little bit of metallic gold. I'm going to kind of brush this one a bit here and there. Not quite so much orange showing because I'm not huge on... Whoa, I am flipping blue paint everywhere because this is very...
Imagine that.
I know. Very saturated with water. Already my arms are full of paint. Oh, funny.
Covered with just a little touch.
And I keep putting the paintbrush this way, and then the paint and the water is dripping down the handle into my hand. Come on, Marianne, get it together. It's only Monday. I don't have to have it together yet, do I?
Well, you should.
No. Oh, Erica, I feel like you've been here before, but maybe you haven't. Is it your first time? Is it your first time joining us here? I'm really glad that you are here. Hopefully you've already joined us on Happy Paper People Facebook group. This is, I don't know. To me, this is kind of like collaging, where it's just relaxing. I could just sit and, because there's no picture. I don't feel like I have to do something that's perfect. It just is, whatever I put down, whatever watercolor I put down. And so it's just very, no expectation on it. And that sure makes it a whole lot easier to do. All right, that's really turned into mud right there. Let's see, get it. Maybe I could just keep it either warm colors or cool colors instead of trying to mix them all together, because that's not working. All the others I kept either warm or cool. And here I am putting both on the same tray. Okay, let's add some yellow to this. Yeah, collaging. And then like putting the stuff on top of it is really kind of sort of like collaging. We do kind of do it in a purposeful way, but it really is kind of like collaging. So I find that very relaxing. The whole thing about all that is just very, I don't know. There's no pressure when you're doing that, don't you find?
Yeah, it's really relaxing just making these circles.
Yeah. So, like, okay, I can take this and smear a circle around and not feel like I got it wrong and you can't even tell it's a bird and all of that.
Yeah,
because I'm not a painter, and even though I would like to, so you feel like you're painting, but yet you don't have the pressure of having something specific that's supposed to be coming out of that, out of that painting effort.
Bob Ross, I am not.
I know. That would be cool, but I am not. Yeah, I thought you had been here before. Yes, give him a color wheel. Yeah, found the grid journal video a couple weeks ago. Oh, dude, 2 of those. Sweet, Erica, post them in Happy Paper People, the Facebook group. We would love to see them. Yeah, Margie, I've done a bunch of these, and I did them all either in warm colors or cool colors, and the right on the color wheel. I didn't mix any of them. And now I don't know what, all of a sudden here I am putting blue and green on the same strip that I'm putting red and orange on. I don't know. It's Monday. You guys get me all excited and Twitter pated and I don't know what I'm doing. That's okay. This will be a rainbow one, and then I'll go back to get some metallic in there. Go back to doing it normal. Is that?
These Nuvo watercolor pens are really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you could use watercolor pens if you want. If you don't have watercolor paints, another thing you could do is take any of the crayons, like the Tim Holtz crayons, Dina Wakley, Vicky Bouton, any of those crayons, and smear some crayon down on your mat, and then take a brush, get it really wet, and mush that around a bit, and it turns right into watercolor. So you absolutely could do. There's just a lot of ways to do it. You do not have to have watercolor paints. You do not have to have, anything in particular. There's always a way around it. There's always another way to make it work. I don't care what anybody says. There's always a way to make it work. We just have to find it, right? And that's what curiosity does. Curiosity helps you find a way to do stuff, even if it doesn't appear that it's doable or you don't have what they say you need or things like that. That's why I love curiosity. It keeps your mind open. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Margie. I'm just going rogue. Yep. Mixing up the color wheel, just going a
Usually
little
it's me going rogue.
Just go. No. I don't know. I just started grabbing. It's because I had both brushes in my hand, and I'm like, this one's for warm colors, this one's for cool colors, and so I started doing them both. Normally, I only have one brush and the metallic, and then so I kind of stick with a palette. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? I can actually kind of turn this into some fall colors here, and greens are good with those. But get a little metallic down here. And I really like the little water puddles when you put the metallic in and it just kind of floats. And then when it dries, it looks quite cool. Now I'm trying to cover up blue with green, and I'm confident that it's just going to turn to mud grossness. Mud grossness.
Got some teal in here.
I'll finish this one and move to one that's actually there's mud grossness. Actually, that looks like moss green. Let's get some gold metallic in it. When it dries, it might look cool in that moss green. So, okay, I'm going to move that to the side and let it dry. I'm not going to pull out the dryer because I'm just going to let it dry while I start another one. We got plenty of time, so we can do several of them. All right, this one I think I'm going to go cool colors, so I'm going to get rid of that brush entirely. Either that or just wash it out and use that brush. But if I only have one brush, then maybe I'll stick with one. My water's over here in an old Coke glass. That's what it is. Those old shaped Coke glass from the soda fountain. Yeah, Margie, yes, get paint everywhere. She loves watching us get paint everywhere. Hi, Julie. You're not late. You're here. Yeah, we are playing with paint. We are playing with watercolor paint. All right, so this one, I'm going to start with some blues, maybe do some blues and purples and teals, maybe some greens. That's what I think I'll do here. So this brush is a little bit big, but you can make it work. So I didn't have anything between this large one and the small one, so that's what I'm using. I'm going to try some, whoops, I got to wash that out a little bit better. Some silver metallic. on there. Grab another one, but I don't want to mix the gold metallic with the silver metallic.
Now I need to do red, green, and orange.
Let's get this
Red, green, and
cool. We needed something where we're fun, getting a little messy, getting in paint, but yet it's very relaxing. Very relaxing today. It's going to be a super busy week because I am getting ready to take off this weekend. Oh, look at that silver metallic. That's cool. It's just kind of sitting there. Let's do this. That's going to look cool. I like it in the puddles. I like it in the puddles a lot. And if you just kind of, what I don't want is adding all that blue into the silver. So I keep dabbing that off on my towel. There, look how that silver just kind of sits there. That's really cool. Move it around, let it run. There we go. Yep. I love those little puddles. And you put that metallic in it and then the puddle runs. When that dries, that's going to look so cool. I'm getting ready to take off on Saturday morning. We are driving to Vegas. It's only about 6 hours. So we're driving because we're taking Lucy with us because the hotel is pet friendly. They are happy to have our Looster, our little Lucy mascot. So she's going with us, but it's really funny how funny, ironic, interesting how Doug has a conference in Vegas, and it is Monday night, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I am going to a trade show to find more very cool things for Happy Paper People and our boxes and all of that. And that is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning. So it's ironic how they happened to be the exact same days, which I would say is pretty awesome because, it's hard to take a week out and go this time and then take another week out and go that time. So the timing was perfect. So he'll be at his conference. I'll be at mine. The first day or two, he'll have a little time to come in with me, going to a couple of good seminars. But the trade show, I'm very excited about the trade show. There's going to be about 2,000 vendors there from all around the world. So I will be looking for cool, unique stuff for us, things that I think you might like. I wanted to do a live and show you what the trade show is like in there, but they have said no camera video on the trade show floor. It's the trade show floor. It's at the Vegas Convention Center. If anybody's been to the Vegas Convention Center, it is huge. It is humongous, like from one end to the other, like almost 2 miles. Hi, Kat. Happy you're here. Color Combo made me think of Tlaquepaque Village in Sedona. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, Dawn. Oh, good eye. Good eye. Hi, Kat. So glad that you're here. What brand of this is? Man, I've had this forever and don't use it very often. This is Pelican, Pelikan. I have another one that is really vibrant that I really like, and that's this little one that I can take with me. And I don't even know what brand this is. It's got this on it, but they look super dark in here, but when you use them, they're very vibrant and rich, like very rich in color. I really like those. So I'm going to have to see what brands I can find that we could use for watercolor. For those who don't have some and want to get some, I will look for some good prices. Anyway, where was I on? Okay, so the trade show, there's going to be about 2,000 vendors there. from all around the world, with everything under the sun. Like, not just, it's not a craft trade show, it's an everything trade show. So all kinds of retailers. You do have to be a business owner to be able to get in. It is not open to the public. Um, but everything from convenience store owners who go buy the stuff that's put in the convenience store to every possible little type of shop owner can go and find all kinds of cool stuff. So there will be there are vendors there from around the world that you can build relationships with to source directly from them, instead of just going to the trade shows and placing the large orders. And I'm looking for a few more of those. That's where I get like our HPP journal, the handmade one, and the handmade paper and the things like that. But it takes me a lot longer to source them on my own and find them in the different countries, as opposed to this company having them all together here. And it's not everybody. I mean, obviously it's only going to be who chooses to come as a vendor from around the world. But if they're here, then I can go talk to everybody who's here, find out. I've got a list of very unique kinds of paper that I didn't know existed until I started researching and looking for cool kinds of paper that we would want for our boxes. And so I'm looking for the vendors that make these kinds of handmade papers around the world, to find vendors for relationships with, to get them on a regular basis, that kind of stuff, as well as other cool, unique things that are here and there. This is really interesting with the silver. When it dries, it's going to be, this top one is starting to dry, and the little flecks of silver are going to be really cool. Kind of
silver here.
Looking for, oh yeah, I like that. See, that looks like, is that dried already?
No.
Nope, it just looks cool.
There's a lot come out of the pen. This was the blue violet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it come out like
it's got the. I don't know how many I have left, but I know I've got some of those Nouveau watercolors. We sold them last year.
Yeah, I bought all you had when you had them out.
I know I've got a couple, but I don't know how many.
I really like them. I like them better than the artisan ones I have. Worth the crap.
I also pulled out these Spectrum Noir sparkles because they could be used as metallic, and then the Wink of Stella could be used. Oh, over here, could be used as a metallic on top of anything. So, yeah, a lot of different options there on how to get a little bit of sparkle, or even how to get the color down. You could use those as the the base watercolor brush, even, and it is sparkly, so you didn't need to do to add any of the metallic to it. I forgot to check my autofocus. Let me do that really quickly. I don't know if it's having any trouble focusing, but let's just see if we can try to prevent it. There we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, I wanted to do a live from the show floor so you can kind of get an idea, but they're not going to allow video in there. But so we're going on Saturday. And so we have Saturday Night Live Saturday night. We will do something. I just can't tell you right now what it'll be because I don't know exactly when we'll arrive and what it'll be, but maybe we'll just even go outside and walk up and down the street in Vegas and let you see what's happening there for Saturday night. It might not be as long as they normally are, but we'll do something. We'll do something on Saturday night for our Saturday Night Live. We will not have Monday Jump Start next week because that is right in the middle of the trade show, and there is a seminar that I really want to attend that is at noon on Monday. So we won't have Jump Start, but I might, let's see, if they won't allow cameras in, I can't even get pictures there. We'll do something sometime. It might be, I'll be done by probably 6 o'clock each night. I don't, maybe even go live just very short and catch you up on some things that I found, tell you about, what's going on, if there's anything, exciting. Um, and then maybe we can catch a live on Thursday or Friday when I get home. We'll be home either late Wednesday night or Thursday morning. I'm not sure, but we'll try to get a live in, a regular one like this. But I'll do some watch the feed, watch the YouTube, watch the notifications, because there might not be a whole lot of notice. If we go live and just do something, hey, we're in Vegas, here's what or hey, check this out, this is really cool, just to let you see it. So if you want to see it live, kind of watch the notifications to see what's going on there, and catch anything we're doing there. So the Vegas Convention Center is huge. It is probably close to 2 miles from one end to the other. I mean, I've been in some big convention centers, but that I don't remember attending something. I've been to Vegas so much because my brother lives there, and been to so many things, but I don't remember attending something at the convention center where I was walking from this hall to that hall to that hall. So it's going to be fun. It is huge. So it is so huge that they have scooter rentals, Angie, turbo scooter rentals available. So you're in one hall, and then there's like a skywalk that goes over to, so like the West Hall, which is where most of the things that I'm interested in. And then there's a skywalk over to the North Hall, which of course has a few things that I'm interested in. And then there's a whole long thing to get over to the Central Hall, which of course has one or two things that I'm interested in. Of course, so I have to hit all three halls. And so from one end to the other is like 2 miles. But the other thing, okay, some of you may be familiar with Vegas, and hi, Glynis, didn't see you come in. Awesome. And Sheila came in, and Lucy came in. Awesome.
Yeah.
Happy Monday. Good to see you guys. Yes, going to a trade show in Vegas, and it's a Vegas Convention Center, which is huge. So here's, of all the times I've been there, because my brother lives there, I did not know that there is a tunnel underground 40 feet below the Strip, and it goes all through the convention center and to the resorts that are there near the convention center. It's all over the place. It's awesome. I had no idea. And it's an electric car tunnel. The tunnel is to drive in, not to walk in, but to drive in. And so you go down in the tunnel and grab a Tesla. And you know how like a lot of cities have the scooter or the bicycle programs, and you can ride the bike and then you can just leave it at another station and and then go do your thing, and somebody else can come along and pick up the bike and ride it over here and then leave it at a station over there, whatever it is. So it's like that. So there's Teslas. It's full of Teslas, and you can just grab a Tesla and drive if you want to go to the other end of the convention center, without having to walk the 2 miles in the convention center. And there's charging stations down there. So there's no gas or, any of those kinds of things filling the air with pollution. It is all electric, and that I had no idea. I had no idea that was down there. So that's very cool. So I'm excited to go down there and check that out. And
they have a mall underground too.
Yeah, I haven't been to that one either. Candy says there's a mall. I'll check that out. Mall underground. It makes sense if they've got that tunnel where you can actually drive from here to there. So you go to Vegas and you're running around the Strip and wherever, Fremont Street. And did you know that people are driving underground beneath your feet? No idea. So that'll be fun. I'll take some pictures down there. Maybe I could even go live from down there and show you. Hadn't thought about that. That would be fun though. This is going to be cool when it dries. But maybe I could go live from down there and show you what that's like. Take a little ride in a Tesla. Maybe I can do that when Doug is with me one day, so he can drive and I can have the camera going and show you what it's like down there. And you go 35, 40 miles an hour, which is not bad in a tunnel underground in Vegas. Oh, so these badges that we will be given get us access to a lot of things, and it's cool. Very excited. Um, I'm excited to check out this underground tunnel. I don't know why that excites me so much, just because it's something in Vegas that I've never seen.
Yeah, the mall is pretty cool. They
But yeah, I got to find the mall. Has anybody else been to the
yeah,
mall?
it's. I mean, it's been like 6, 7 years since I've been there. Hopefully, it's still there.
So these are very heavily pigmented. They're very rich colors. I'm really liking them. And this is this set has a silver and a gold metallic, and so I'm putting the color on, and then I'm just taking the metallic and kind of dabbing it into the puddles. Need another puddle there, and I'm just kind of dabbing this into the puddles, and then it kind of just spreads and does its own thing in the puddles and gives very cool looks. So those of you who just came in, we're starting with this watercolor base, but we're making these, they're kind of snippet strips. It's a great way to use up scraps and little bits and pieces of cool paper and labels and things like that. Here's another one, completely different. This one I did some gold splatters on. You can see that a little bit. So that's what we're doing. And so we're starting with the watercolor base. And then Margie said, when you do these, you could cut them apart and put a word on them and use each one as, look at that. I'm holding this and the watercolor is dripping down here into my hand. So my hand is now full of watercolor paint. It's awesome. Oh, so
I can't even do watercolors neatly.
I know. I'm gonna let that be a little bit lighter. It cannot even do watercolor lightly. Oh, but that's okay. That's the fun of paint, right? Getting a little bit messy. No, you don't have to get messy just because I do. Don't use me as the example of how messy it is. So, Candy, what brand are your paints? She's got a lot more metallics. She's got a whole set of metallics.
The metallics are Arteza.
So it's a metallic set, an Arteza metallic
24.
set.
Yeah, that's this one is, and I got this as a lightning deal on Amazon. It's Artistro 48 colors. And
that's the one I ordered in the middle of the night last night, and then it was supposed to be at 7.
I love this one. I mean, it wasn't that expensive. It's really nice.
Does it have metallics in it?
No, it does not. Well, yeah, it does. It has some right here. I don't like them as well as I like my Arteza.
Okay.
The Artezas are nicer.
I have access to Arteza, so I will go and.
And you want to know why I bought this one? It was
okay.
It was the container.
Yeah, I love those metal paint. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll go check out the Arteza watercolor metallic sets and
I got them on a lightning deal around Christmas a couple years ago. Because I don't usually buy. I can't usually afford Arteza.
I'll see what the retail is and what kind of price we can get on them. If they're if I can get them at a decent price, cheaper than Amazon, and then maybe I'll get some, or maybe we'll do it on a pre-order basis. So we just order however many. I love just putting that metallic in there though, and then just letting it run, and it goes really naturally. It's almost that marble look of the alcohol inks. It's just watercolor paint though, so it's cool. It's fun. That's awesome. Dawn went to a Stampin' Up! Convention there. It is huge. Yes, it is huge. It is just silver metallic on watercolor on top of the other watercolors. Lucy does not like the tunnels. She doesn't like tunnels at all, so no thanks.
I didn't feel like I was in a tunnel though when I was in the mall. The way they have it decorated, the ceilings are decorated like sunshine.
So you forget that you're underground.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's really very open too. It's like huge. It's huge. It's like you're in a mall.
Wow. I mean, well, you are in a mall, and
I'm saying, but it's like you're in a regular.
Yeah, that's crazy. I will check that out. And if we can get that time is going to be short because we've got stuff with these two, his work and my work, packed the whole time. But if we can get to that mall, I will, and we'll go live from there because that would be cool to see. I'm sure everybody would like to see that, especially if Vegas is not someplace you can get to on a regular basis. That gonna need a little bit more. Okay, so this one is turning out really blue. Let's get some different colors of blue on here. Maybe even a little bit of green. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll do something for Saturday Night Live. It won't be a make stuff, because I'll be in Vegas, but we'll do something, and we will not have Monday Jumpstart, but we'll probably go live multiple times, just here and there, even short, to especially if we can get to the mall, if we're in the underground tunnel, things like that. That would be fun to show you. It's always fun to see stuff, especially if it's not a place you'll feel like you're likely ever to get to, like maybe you live in Australia or something. And then let's see what else is going on. What else is going on? These are really blue. I'm really liking them. I'm on a blue kick. I did all those that were red and orange and yellow and rust colors, and now all of a sudden I'm on blue. I don't know why.
It was our favorite color.
I know, but let's see. The Paul Rubin watercolor paints look nice. Okay. Artisa. Artisa. Oh no, the other one. How to spell it? Well,
they are Artistro.
Artistro is that other pack she had, not Artisa. There is
STRO, and then Artisa is.
She has Artisa and Artistro, and I will go in and look and see what is available, and how much they are, and maybe we get some of those for a sale. So we're not going to get a chance to do a sale before I go, because obviously that's this week, but we do need to have one pretty soon, pretty quickly, because we've got stuff. So we'll look at the week or two after that and see if we can get a couple sales in there. I really like doing 2 or 3 sales really close together so that they can all be boxed together. That helps a lot of you get better use out of your shipping dollars. If we can get it in a medium flat rate box instead of having smaller packages that cost $8 or $10, and the post office just raised shipping again. So
imagine that.
I know. But so I'm really trying to be cognizant of the shipping dollars, but we do what we can do. And add a little purple on top of that. Okay. What else is going on? Let's see. So we'll be back. We'll be back by the weekend. That's not a Saturday Night Live because this Saturday is. We'll be back for the next Monday Jumpstart normal. And yes, it's a short trip, 4 or 5 days, but should be hopefully very productive. I'm excited to find some very cool things. These trade shows, they do have usually a cash and carry section. And so I'm going to be ready if I find something really cool that I can get for us. But really what you do when you talk to these vendors is you talk to them, you negotiate your deals, you build relationships, and you see their products, and you place orders and sign the contracts there. So you don't come back with a car full of stuff, but they go back, you go back, they go back, and they ship it to you. So I'm not going to come back with, all this stuff, but I might come back with a bunch of orders in hand that is going to be shipped to us. But if I can find some cool deals of something fun in the cash and carry, I'll grab us something. I was looking for some fun stuff. Lucy, I don't know if you saw that your box went out this morning. I did. I'm loving how this is working with the new website, because I can scan in your label, and through the website it will send you an email with your tracking information, so you can just watch that super easily. So if you haven't noticed that, just know that, yeah, when I scan your label in, it sends you an email. Okay, just a little bit more down here. Let's use up that space. And then maybe I'll do one that is actually in warm colors. And then I'll start decorating one, because we'll be about an hour in and we can spend the second hour decorating. I'm finding this part very relaxing and I'm really enjoying it. So I could just sit and do this all afternoon. Don't know about you guys, but
Trucker Janie came in.
hey, how are ya? Good to see you twice in a week. That's awesome.
We did lunar paste a while ago. Yeah, we did lunar paste, Kathy.
We did lunar paste, but we'll probably do some more. We did, yeah. Actually, we did lunar paste when I very first got them. I had no idea what they were. Christy, actually, you can thank her for the lunar paste. She told me that she wanted them, and I said, well, I can get those from Ranger, so I ordered them. So while ordering them for her, I ordered some for me and went, oh, holy cow, where have I been? Because these are really cool. So they were very cool. So I ordered a bunch more. I do have a bunch of lunar pastes on hand, and Margie paid for, and we gave away on our New Year's Eve party, our annual New Year's Eve party. We gave away an entire set. We gave away 17 lunar pastes. We had 17 different drawings, so to 17 people, but we had people who won more than one. So that was a ton of fun. Really enjoyed that. Ooh, I'm liking adding just a little bit of purple into some of these. A little shock of purple here or there. A little more water in that so it spreads. Okay, so let's put that in there. I'm going to set this one aside to dry. Let's see how this first one is coming along. It's coming along. Okay, this one right here is dry. The top one, or the top two, are dry. And look at that, how that silver metallic dried on there. That is cool looking. There's still a little bit there, but some of these are pretty dry. They're looking pretty cool. Okay, so as I do the warm colors, I'm going to use the gold metallic. Let me set this one up so it can dry. I'm going to put this one over here. Oh, goodness. My fingers. All right, I'm going to use the gold metallic on the warm colors. My Coke is blue. It's awesome. Okay, let's get some more paper. Grandma, she has messy hands and she's an adult. See, it's okay. Sorry, cat. I didn't mean to. I was holding the brush wrong. I was holding the brush like this, and so it was all dripping down into my hands. I did not mean to get all wet and messy, all full of paint. But it is kind of fun to get messy now and then. So let me get all the blue and purple out of there. And let's do some oranges, reds, browns, yellows, a little bit of green, maybe some fall colors. That boy loves to craft and watch videos with me. Awesome. But man, he makes me better painty papers with me. You know why? Because he just has fun doing it. He doesn't worry about it. We always think about how we're doing it and is it right? There is no right. Kids know that. Kids know that better than us. There is no right. Just do it. And I love that about kids. So what's his name, Kat? What is your grandson's name that's watching with you? So we can say hi to him too. Hi, Kathy. Didn't see you come in. Paintbrush rest thing. Yeah, but if it rests like that, it's still going to drip down. It just needs to be straight, I suppose. I kind of rested on the top of my cup, but if I'm just switching back and forth, I just tend to just keep it in my hand. But and often they're not this saturated, but I'm having these really saturated with water because I want these puddles. I really like these puddles so that we can get that metallic on top dropped into the puddle, and then it kind of spreads. Nicholas. Hi, Nicholas. Candy, say hi to Nicholas. Sometimes Candy's grandson, Charlie, or not Charlie, Eric, crafts with us. And now we got Nicholas crafting with us. That's awesome. We're happy you're here, Nicholas. Watercolor is fun. It's just relaxing. No pressure. Just do whatever. We like that. My water is so dirty now that I feel like my gold might be getting all gunked up. I really like when it's got enough water that it can just kind of run and do its own thing. Let's get a little bit of lighter orange here. This, some of you may have seen, this is inspired by Joie. I did get an email about it, and the sorry, so was not sure if the whole package or if it was an auto thing. Everything went, Lucy. Everything went, including the sorry. Yep, everything went, including the surprise. I think the surprise was good. I think it's be just right for you. We'll see. Yeah, it all went out this morning. It's a very packed full box for sure. Candy, are you using a stencil? What did I not see Candy do that I need to see Candy do? There's the stencil. Oh, you're putting it over the top of these guys? Candy, you need to unmute and talk to me. Tell me what you're doing. They're seeing your stuff, and I'm like, what?
Oh, sorry. This is the one I made the other day. This is the stencil I made that I showed you.
Oh, yeah. Love it. She cut that stencil out herself, guys. She designed it.
No, I took a photo. There was a little picture or something. So I took it and then I made it.
Okay. She took the picture. She took the picture and made the stencil.
Yeah. So. No, I don't sell them, Kat. I don't. Because I'm pretty sure this is probably copyrighted. That little thing I took.
A picture from somewhere?
Yeah. I mean, so, but I just turned it into the stencil and it just made it for me. I just made it for me.
So are you going to stencil over the top of these strips?
No, just a couple. I'm going to try this one. I wanted to stencil. I want to I got to use that Raven stamp you sent me. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Stamp on there. I'm going to put some more blue on there.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of you got that. That was the Ciao Bella Raven stamp set. That was a pretty cool one.
Very pretty.
Oh, this is a pretty color. That just looks like fall leaves for sure.
Faded jeans.
Alrighty.
Good enough.
Yeah, gouache would work for this. Watercolor. You could even, those of you who came in later, you could.
Blake was asking if she had ordered lunar paste.
Let's order. Oh no, I wasn't even reading that. I was just thinking in my mind other things that those who came in later after we talked about this and thinking about what else could you use. Crayons. You could smear crayons down and then take a really wet brush, rub it around in it, and you can turn crayon into watercolor. Not Crayola crayons, but art crayons. Kathy, did you order lunar paste? I think you did. I want to say you ordered 5 or 6 of them, and you've got a box running for you. It's not full. So I know there's several people. We've got a bunch of people that have a box that's not full. So I know you're going, can we please have a sale? As soon as I get back from Vegas, we'll try to get on that and have a sale because we've got a lot of stuff. I've got some new new Minte, new Stamperia. There's some Ciao Bella that we never got to. And a ton of old books that I pulled out and organized that we need to look at. So we got a lot of stuff. Yeah, there are some. Kathy, if you really want to know, I can check afterwards because I know your box is sitting right at the end of the row. You know, because I looked at it this morning to see who else is or anybody else's that can go out today. But because there were some that were waiting for some back ordered things. All the back ordered stuff came in except one thing, and there's like 5 or 6 boxes that are all waiting for that one thing, and that is the Tim Holtz Wildflower 8x8 paper pack. It's like everything came but that one. The 12-inch came, and the vellum came, and yeah, everything but that. But if you want, Kathy, I can see which ones you have. So if you want to add some to it, I have others in stock. More of some than others, but if you wanted to add some, if you were doing them a little bit at a time, we're going to do some more with lunar paste because we only did them that one day that when I first got them, and it was a Monday where it was an experiment with them to see what they do, how they are, because I'd never seen them before and loved them. In fact, I tore a very long strip of fabric and did like a snippet roll, and I took a stack of stencils and I just went down the snippet roll, put the stencil on, and did lunar paste, moved it to the next one, stenciled with lunar paste, and that is really cool because
it came out so pretty.
It did turn out really cool. And then I just left it stretched all over my desk, hanging down both ends for the night, came back the next day and rolled it up. It's really cool. Lunar paste dries so fast. It blows my mind. It just really dries fast, which is awesome because you don't have to wait around for it. There's some other colors here I haven't tried. Let's try them. Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty umber. Let's put some of this gold in here. So they don't look like all that much, when they're wet, but then when they dry and you just see the shimmer and shine of that metallic, it looks cool. And then it's peeking through the other things on your strip. And you can leave as much of it showing or as little of it showing as you want. I didn't mean to make that one that wide, but it's going to be that wide. This is the last one I'm going to do anyway, because then I'm going to grab them and start decorating.
It's okay. No need to check. I just couldn't remember the status.
Yep. I've still got a box for you. It's not near full. And I want to say that you ordered 5 or 6 of them. A lot of people did that, ordered like 6 to start with and try them out. Okay, that's just way too much of a mess. So I'm going to blot some of that up.
Yeah, I had to blot some of mine up too. It would take it forever to dry.
Yeah, can totally see this taking forever to dry. Okay, I'm going to stick those in there. Yeah, we only have an hour left, so I'm going to move to decorating 1 or 2, or however many. Let's check these guys. That's almost dry. Actually, let's see here. That's only got that one little spot. Move that one over here to finish drying. This one that I went rogue and mixed warm and cool colors. That one that just had a, those are all dry.
We're supposed to keep them.
What? It's separate? No, I just like was mixing them on the same, thing that was, and yeah, ended up being a total mess. Not on the same strip, but in the same paint block.
Did that too.
And you know what? They do that okay. They like blue and then orange on it, and that's totally fine. But it does help if it dries a little bit.
Orange and brown.
Yeah, it does help if it dries a little bit so that you then can see the orange on it. They don't just mix together to be mud. So that's all. All right, so these are 2-inch strips, watercolor, mixed media paper, cardstock if you have, whatever it is you're doing. If you're using cardstock, just don't saturate your brush quite so much with water so that it won't curl so much. I'm going to move that one. You know what? I am going to do that one because I want to use some butterflies that I have of these colors that I didn't even think about. So let's see here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is decorate these. And we start out by putting some things on the edges. And I'm going to grab some ink. Some things I may want to ink up and some things I may not. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. So I've got ground espresso and I've got vintage photos here. So I can remember which one. I know you can't see those. I just have ground espresso and vintage photo. I'm just moving them over here so you can see these instead. And I'm not going to worry about inking this because it's going to be covered on the edge. So I'm going to grab some.
Good one.
Let's see. Do I want to think about what kind of things I want to? Do I want to go in one direction or the other in style? There's some, and there's Kitty Cat. So, my favorite kitty cat. I just love the hello, mom. It's so funny. I know it doesn't crack you up like it cracks me up, but just, I like it. Okay, so we're just going to take some strips of things, and that is kind of mixture of both warms and cools. Oh, look at that. I even got some paint over here on the decorating things, so that's awesome. They'll work really, really well. Okay. I like these long ones on the side. So all I'm going to do is put a little bit of Barely Art glue on here and stick that down. And I'm letting it hang over the edge. So we started out with 2 inches. We're going to end up with, I don't know, 3.5, whatever, however, because these hanging over the edge are never all the same. They don't hang over the same amount. They're just kind of here and there and whatever it is. All right, I like that one too. Maybe I like that side. No, I like that side. Man, my hands are a mess. They're just, I'll put it that direction. They are just a watercolored mess. Sorry, Nicholas. This is not a good example of good arting, but it was a good example of good fun. Sometimes it's okay to be a mess, Nicholas. The important thing when you're being a mess is that you keep the mess confined in an area so that when you're done, you can clean it all up. And this is all watercolor, so it should wash off my hands with soap and water. So that is good. I'll leave that one for over there because that's the color we got on it. But yeah, sometimes it's just fun to be a mess and not worry about it, not have to be so controlled. Other times you don't want to be so much of a mess because you know you don't have time to clean up, or you just don't feel like being messy or cleaning up. Who knows? Okay. So sometimes they'll go long ways. Sometimes they go this way. I'm going to ink the edges of these before I start putting some other things on. That one's pretty well away. Okay. So these little things this is the paper that comes with the Stamperia stencils. It has, on the back of it, has all kinds of little squares like this with great little art pictures, and I always keep those. I always cut those out. I like them. Make that up a bit. I think that one, yeah, I like it right there. Okay. That. So some of them are going to get covered up completely. Others are going to get covered up partially. They're all going to get covered up some. Hi, Toby. Nicholas said, don't think just glue. Sounded like just glue. Yep, don't think just glue. You are so right. So right. Hi. All right. So let's see. I've got some. There we go. I've got some orange ones. That's the problem. Sometimes we just think too hard, think too much. We need to not think so much. I just pulled out all these little scraps and bits and pieces that were on my desk. I'm really loving getting rid of them and then grab what's next, scraps and bits and pieces and odds and end labels and things like that. And it uses up a bunch. I sit down and do a bunch of these. I really like how quickly I can use up some scraps with them. I'm going to put that straight across like that. Okay. Got some labels, and some of them have back to them. They are sticky, but I don't want sticky overhanging, so I'm going to leave the back on, and I'll probably end up sewing it. I'll just make sure I go down enough to grab hold of that label on there, so if it ever separates from the backing, it'll be sewn right on. Okay. So who all is making these along with us today? I'm going to say Glennis probably isn't. Sorry, Glennis.
Oh, she'll be up and running in no time.
Yeah, she will, but I'm sorry about today that you can't. Where was the cat? Did you have a cat on one of your images?
No.
Cat saw a cat. I don't think I had a cat, so it was probably you.
Now I have a seahorse was on this one.
One of us had a cat that we just didn't. We're not paying any attention to what's.
So all my stuff's right here. I didn't have a cat.
So we're really kind of just like making sure we cover up the edges. Some of them go, across the center. These are all from Sign of the Times, Ciao Bella. We had a single that we sold that's just full of these cutouts. I loved it. It's an awesome single. So many of these numbers and little things like this. And I'm learning when I cut these out to leave just a tiny, tiny bit of white around them. Because then when you ink it, that white changes color to your ink, but you haven't cut off any of the edge of your image, your stamp, or whatever it is. Because if I try to cut right next to it, I can't. And I end up going, like drunk cutting, and I can't cut straight. So I end up cutting just a little bit off here and there, and then it ends up not having a full border around it. Yeah, it's just a pain.
I can't kiss cut to save my life.
So I've learned to just leave a little bit of white around it and then ink it, and then that white is gone, but you still see the full border of the item. Get a few of these out of the way. Get a couple of these cut. Okay. So, Kat, how are you feeling? I hope you had a fairly decent weekend. Totally understand the 5-step forward, 10 steps back. It will change. It will change. You got a lot of people praying for you and sending good vibes your way. And I love that you keep involved in all this crafty stuff because, from experience, I can say that you really need to keep your brain distracted so that your brain doesn't dwell on all that stuff. That makes it even tougher to go through and to deal with because our brains want to just drag us down into the depths of feeling sorry for ourselves and negativity and all that stuff. And yes, that is from experience. 22, that was the number of my jersey when I played softball and volleyball and basketball. It was a 22 and everything. Let's see. What about
Okay.
here? Something long and thin right there.
Hey, stop adding stuff.
Stop adding stuff. Stop it, I say. I'm going to put this guy right here. Well, if I'm not doing butterflies on this one, I got to do butterflies on the other one because I want to do some butterflies, but that would go really nicely there. And I do like all these little numbers. They're perfect. I want to cover up all the little white strips, but I want to keep the watercolor showing. So all these little strippy number things are perfect for that. Those of you who are wondering how to use them, stuff like that is awesome. Let's see. Add a little bit of dark. Oh, the talking cat. That's the one cat. Oh, yeah, would drive your husband bonkers. Yeah, mine too. Drives Candy bonkers because she shuts the door and then he wants in, but she lets him in and then closes the door, and then 30 seconds later he wants to go out again. Drives her crazy, but I think he's funny because when I listen to him, it sounds like he's saying, "Mom, mom," or "Hello, hey, I'm here." I think he's just funny.
She.
Oh, sorry. KK, right?
Yeah.
KK's the she, CK's the he. Okay. I don't know why I can't keep him straight. I can't keep kids straight, let alone cats. Linda, you were doing it along with us, not liking what you did. You can always cover it up with more stuff, honestly. Or here's the thing: if you cut it apart and use it as ephemera, like a pocket here, corner tuck there, whatever, little bits and pieces, you might like it better. That happens often. We've done some big things, and I don't like the big thing, but if I cut it up into ATC size or to use individually, then I'm okay. I like the individual, but not the big thing. The thing as a whole. All right, let's see here. What else have I got? A couple more. Oh, that's kind of cool, and that would go with that orange. Covers up a lot of that. Let me see if I've got a butterfly in that green kind of. Let's see, green and orange. I've got orange. I might actually have something that would work just fine there. Green and black.
Oh, it's driving me nuts.
Green and black. A little bit bigger one. Cover all of that little spot there. Not that one. Got a little bit of brown stuff that kind of looks orange. There we go. That'll work.
All right. That's the first one done.
Okay. So you did your sewing on it?
Yeah.
I'll probably wait and do my sewing after so I don't have to walk.
Oh, and imagine that. I stayed on the paper.
Nice. Okay, let's get this butterfly down. Oh, white spaces are no longer white. Got one little guy down here that I'd like to. There we go. Perfect. This little strip with text on it. Okay, and then how about an orange butterfly down here?
Now we're doing green.
All of this stuff. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Carrie's trying to make him alongside. Awesome, Carrie. And you guys don't forget to post him in Happy Paper People in the Facebook group. And we often come away from here. It's the first time we've made something and we're not crazy about it. We post them anyway. And the funny thing is, I may not like it, but you will, or you may not like it, but I will. It's just kind of the way it always goes. I'll put one of these little numbers. And art should just be fun. Art should not be pressure and must be this, has to be that. So it is what it is. And I don't care how perfect you get it, you'll never have something that everybody likes. Nobody will. There will always be people who love it and always be people who don't. And that is totally okay. There we go. There was a lot of orange up there. It needed to be broken up a bit. It might even need to be broken up a little bit more. I could get this underneath. But butterfly. Nope, I glued him down too well. Put it under there. There we go. Don't want that number just hanging out there with nothing to ground it to everything else. So put this little half circle under there, and nobody knows it's only a half a circle. That works. And the other half, it's not even a half. The other itty bitty section, go right there on the edge. That needs to stick. You have to finger. Okay, so there's one. And you can go back and ink it more. If you didn't ink it at all, you can do splatters on it, depending what colors they are. I might do black splatters or white splatters or gold. Okay, so I've got some blue butterflies that I want to use on this one.
What? Julie loves the butterfly packs. What butterfly packs is she talking about?
I pulled out these and I was digging out butterflies.
Oh.
So I've got some blue butterflies in there. These are acetate, so probably won't that. And what's this one? Got some bird in this.
Good one.
Those are all acetate. Okay. Including the dragonflies. Those are pink and those are orange. All right. That is huge. What happened to the blue one? Maybe I didn't pull out the blue pack. There is an all blue pack. These are green and blue. Oh, that's the same one. Okay. And I know there is an all blue pack. Let me see if I just didn't pull it out of the drawer. Oh, there's some Tim Holtz clear ones, transparent ones. A few more that are like a steampunk. Look with blue and purple. Come on, I'm sure I didn't use up all the blue ones. I'm really sure.
Check the floor.
I haven't. I forget
Check
to pull
the
floor. Yeah, maybe the whole pack is on the floor. You're right. I thought I pulled it up, but I know I haven't used up the whole pack. Some pretty birds. Because I forget to pull out these butterflies, so I know that I haven't used them all. Let's see. There's some Gigantor ones. Um, well, I probably did pull them out, and I probably set something on top of them at my desk here and buried them. And now I'm seeing all the colors but the blue. It's pretty too. But let's see. This one should have some. I don't want acetate ones. I'm just looking for paper butterflies. Those are good ones to cut out of magazines too, and nature books. This one from K & Company should have some. It has a lot of acetate ones, but it's like half acetate, half paper. Is that your delivery, Doug?
Your delivery and my delivery.
Oh, sweet. I think that's for the box. It's my part. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yours looks nice.
That wasn't mine either. I thought mine would have been picture.
Yours is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Just put them out there. It's going to go downstairs. That's for the
There's
boxes.
another box. Well,
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you. All right. So there's acetate ones. Oh, look at that. Blue and purple dragonfly. He'll be nice.
Oh yeah, those are so freaking big.
Maybe they're big. Let's
They're very big.
Smaller. The purple flower is pretty. Done a couple of dark ones. I'd like to do bright, pretty butterfly one. Purple flowers are pretty. I think that's egg. There we go. There's smaller. I could add a little bit more purple. It's got like a blue body and purple on the green wings, but I could add a little more blue and purple on it. Could cut those apart. Those would be pretty. There's some smaller. There's a small dragonfly. There's got to be smaller butterflies if there's smaller dragonflies. These are really pretty. These flowers would look nice. Oh, there we go. There's a perfect size. Yeah, he'll work. And I can add a little more color on him. There's another great big one, different color. Okay, so there should probably be a medium-sized one like that. Oh, look at that one. That one looks fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is a fun pack. Oh, here we go. We have some fun ideas for art journals, guys, coming up. We're going to do, try not to do the same thing 2 Mondays in a row, like we did something in art journals. We try not to do another something in art journals the following Monday, so you get something different. This one is almost kind of art journal-y because it's painting, but it's also making something that we can use in journals. But we've got some fun exercises and learning how to art journal type things. Okay, cool. All right, I've got some stuff to work with there. Let me start with a good base down the sides. Let's see. Now I can't see all the things to go on the bottom. There were some, here, these guys up here. These stickers, I think they are, yeah, they are. These came from the subscription box. These little specimen labels. Let's see what kind of pop of color we want with those. So that's going to go on top of something. Oh, Dreaming of Flowers and Sunshine. Let's put that right down there. And let's do that. That's kind of big. This one. Let's see. Let me get caught up on comments here. Let me go back here. The talking cat. It's KK. Okay, so Carrie's making them alongside. Dawn, I'm gearing up with caffeine to go back to Tuesday morning after this. It's finally happening that the stores here are closing. Oh, I know. Dawn, we started out with just like a couple of them closing, the one near me, but there was still another one within driving distance, and now they're just all... There's one left open, and they're not carrying craft stuff anymore.
Yep, that's what...
I don't know if it's... I think Tuesday morning as a whole isn't carrying craft stuff, and that's kind of crazy though, because that was a great place for us to all find good stuff. Feeling some stronger. Have the grandson today because school is out, and he's always my best medicine. Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah, aren't they? I love them.
Yeah, they are good medicines.
Yeah,
Yes,
Charlie. Charlie might not be good medicine for me because he tires me out.
But he's good to have around. He's good emotional medicine.
Eric, he brightens my day when he calls. So.
Yeah. How is he, by the way? We haven't talked to him or about him in a while. President's Day.
He's not learning anything in school. Nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When you ask him what he did today in school, if he learned anything,
nothing.
Okay. All righty.
Oh man, yeah. I think that Margie had a good idea. She was like, cut out these individual things and put a word in them and use those as embellishments. I think that's a fantastic idea because that gives me an excuse to just sit and do this with watercolor paint on a whole bunch of them, because that's soothing.
That was very
yeah,
soothing.
I totally enjoyed that. Very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. So I'm happy to do that on a whole bunch more and then be able to use those as ephemera. Yeah, it's nice to have the grandkids out now and then and with you, especially a day at a time. It's not overload. I don't even care if they do get covered up. I just had fun making them.
Dawn said her Tuesday morning just started carrying craft items again and now closing. That's what ours did too. They kind of whittled it down to where it was just like half of a row.
Nothing. Yeah.
And then they brought it back, and then it closed shortly after that. It closed like a month later.
Yeah. Dawn's Tuesday morning used to be my Tuesday morning. Carrie, all that matters is you are having fun.
Dawn saw the video this morning where she took a magazine and cut into inchies, twinchies, circles, etc. The shiny images would go well with the watercolor, I think.
Oh yeah,
I was watching the thing the other day where they took the magazine page. They put one of the layers of that one white layer of napkin that we'd peel off and don't know what to do with. They put it on with Mod Podge and put that over the image, and then they saturated it with Mod Podge on top and let it dry for like an hour. It came out looking like a canvas.
Very cool, and it did not look like it was covered with something. It made it matte. Candy sent it to me.
Some texture,
and it looked really cool.
Took the gloss down.
So we'll do that. Cool. We'll do that one day.
It does work.
Yeah. Oh, cool. You know how everybody always wants. We love the pictures of the nature things, but we don't like the glossy of them. Everybody's always like, "Is that glossy or matte?" Paper, and we don't like the glossy paper to deal with. And that's exactly what she did to get rid of the gloss, and it was awesome.
She did a couple other techniques too, and one.
Some we liked more than others. But we'll do that.
She mixed Elmer's glue
and water and
cornstarch.
Cornstarch or baby powder. I think cornstarch would be better. Yeah, that knocked down the.
And it gave it and it put like little water blotches on it. It looked like at times.
Probably little blotches of cornstarch or baby powder.
But it gave it a texture
baby powder gets really
cool.
Tacky. Yeah, but we'll try those. We'll try them on a Monday Jumpstart, and even if we haven't tried them already, just that's what we do is experiment on Monday often, and so you can check those out as well. That'll be fun. Let me save that. I've got these pieces here, which would be good. I'd like that to go underneath. One little tip when I remember to do it on stuff like this that always helps is not gluing the entire thing down. Just put a little glue and stick it down, but leave the ends and even the side here. So when you come along with the next thing, if you decide to put it under it, because I like this burnt edge of this one better than this one, you decide to put something underneath it, you can. And it's not, glued down and you're stuck with that. Otherwise, you have to wait till you get everything laid out and then glue the whole thing. But if you remember, you just glue part of it. Put some in the center, it goes down, but you can still get things underneath it. If you're putting something on top of it, just add some glue under that as well. Okay. Oh, Margie's computer died.
Oh.
But it came back.
Computer, Margie.
Yeah.
The one I was working on was dying too. It kept rebooting all the time.
Oh, so man.
I think it might be Windows 8.
Carrie's having a great time and making a mess. Nice.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Make a mess? Oh, we're not supposed to make a mess?
Yes, we are.
Oh, with that.
Toby says, do you think if we abused clear coat top that it would give the same effect? Do you think if we used clear coat top? Probably.
Shiny. Clear coat's shiny.
And most clear coat, is a shiny top. And this is a way
matte medium, but it doesn't take it all the way down.
Right. This is a way to take a glossy magazine page and make it not glossy. Because sometimes you like to use the images, but you don't want that gloss or glare.
And the napkin gives it a little
texture with that.
Texture and body. It gives it some strength.
I like that. There's a couple. Where did they go in here? Yeah, I like the magazine. I like the napkin. I'm looking for all these little bitty pieces that I want to use up. Where did I just set that little piece of? There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay. I'm going to leave the edges of that because I have a feeling I might want to go under it. Maybe over the top of it with that one. And this side will go under. This side. All right, there's Dawn Marie. I just realized she's not here. Either that or she's here, she never said hello, and she's busy making. I don't think so. I think she would have said hi. I'm thinking, what am I thinking?
If you don't know, I surely don't know.
I'm thinking that I can tear this one up into different parts and pieces. And it could go underneath this and on top of that, although I like that. So how about over here, under that, on top of that? Let me ink it a bit, although it probably will get covered up with a butterfly or dragonfly. It is a sticker. I'm not going to worry about taking the back off because I am going to sew around it. And it's not a lot of sewing. You can see on the ones that I did, it was really random. I just put them in and went. I didn't want to think too hard about it. Not that one. I just made that one. This one, I just went up over here, curved around, came back down. Literally. The other one, what did I do? I did kind of the same thing, came back down, and then I started over here and I just went kind of around it in a very sloppy manner because I wanted a little more stitching. But yeah, I try not to look at it as for what the images are, and I try not to think about it. Otherwise, you try to control you do control where the stitching is going, and then I don't know, the random stitching I just like so much better. So I just don't pay attention to what's on it and where it's going. Just do it. Okay. Okay. Gonna get this one underneath. Yep, there we go. I mean, that's a cool phrase for this one, but it's very long, and so I don't want the whole thing all together, so I'm breaking the phrase up and putting it all the way across. So the phrase says, dreaming of flowers and sunshine. But I just didn't want that phrase, stripped down the side, so it's still there. Okay, let's get a couple labels. That'll work. Okay. And let's see what butterflies or dragonflies I'm going to use. We'll need to little things. Let's get that one out of the way. Dawn's been saving used tea bags to use over glossy images. Oh, that's a good idea. Hibiscus tea bags. Oh, yes. I love hibiscus tea. That's a gorgeous color tea bag. Toby, have a lot of magazines from here that you found. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can put them over them, but when you take a napkin and you separate it and you use the top coat, you've got the bottom 2 layers, usually 2. Sometimes there's 4, sometimes there's only 2, so you have 1 extra layer. And you can just collage those right down on top of it, and it looks really cool. Let's see love what Candy did on
this.
6-piece with the water. Oh, yeah. Yep, that was a piece of Edith Holden book page that she was messing with before we went live. Yep, Julie's been admiring that too. Yeah, that is really cool. Very cool job on that one.
I did neurographic art without the lines.
Neurographic art with watercolor. Love it. That's a great idea. Actually, it is a good idea.
That up there.
Okay. So might use that word journal. Let's see. What's that?
Oh, there's that one's done. There's 2 done.
Cool. And these go fast. They really do. We're actually finishing things today.
Where'd my third piece go?
And I'm loving how many scraps and odds and ends of decorations I'm using up.
Oh. The brown one. I get all this stuff off for brown.
And it dried flat, not wrinkled. Well, that Edith Holden paper is a little bit thicker. It almost feels kind of like a watercolor paper. It's not as thick as watercolor paper, but she didn't go heavy on the water. It's not as saturated with water as what we did here. She didn't want puddles and things like that.
I didn't have, I mean, I had a couple puddles, but I tried to soak them up.
Yeah, she really didn't do heavy saturation on the water. And it is a little bit thicker paper.
And I dried it quickly.
And she dried it quickly with her dryer. Yeah. That's how she accomplished that.
And I just told him that if it got crooked, I was going to rip it up and throw it away.
So it had to obey.
It was scared. It was
scared it. Don't blame it.
Straight up, fly right.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. This is a short. It's a
straighten
pretty thick book. It's German.
It is German Edith Holden, but the paper on all the Edith Holdens are pretty thick paper.
It's pretty. It's got nice paper in it.
Much heavier
nice
paper.
H paper too. It's got a.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, don't be crooked. Don't get a hole in there. Don't make mud.
Really. Don't. And it said, yes, ma'am.
Don't make me mess up this Eden Holden paper. I'll take you out.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm going to put that one right there. And
Or she throws her project all the time.
yeah. Correct. And how about this little tiny guy right here? There we go. Little tiny guy. Cover up this little white spot down here. I find the white distracting. It's just too bright. The white between the color. But I don't want to necessarily cover up all that color. I do like this one right here. Oop.
Running out of desk space.
That's a good place for that dragonfly. And this guy right here. Just get that white around his antenna. So that's not sticking out. His antennae are brown anyway, so.
Oh, Toby's going to physical therapy. See you later. Have good luck at physical therapy, Toby.
Goodbye. Have fun.
Have fun.
Definitely do all your physical therapy.
Have fun. Really?
Yeah.
Only if you've got a physical therapist.
I was going to say, if you've got a good physical therapist, it could be fun.
Cute one. I said cute one. I said cute one.
Yeah. Mine, we laugh and joke and talk about all kinds of stuff. It makes it go by faster. Oh, man.
Oh, perfect.
How about that right there? Yep, then we can still see a lot of the color behind it. That's pretty. Make sure we glue down his antenna so they won't be popping up, getting ripped off. There we go. Okay, so you can still see, whoops, I got something right there. Gotta just take care of that little bit right there. How about about this little strip right here? Because it's got a little teal on it. That would be perfect. With that paint. There we go. Okay. And you look at it. If there's something you don't like about it, you can add more. You can put something. If there's something you don't like, don't worry about it. Just grab something that you do like and put it literally right over the top of it. You don't have to look at a piece of paper or an embellishment or something that you don't care for. Just put something else right over the top of it. I think I'm okay with that. Okay, let's set that one aside. Let me see if these are, that one is, it's dry enough. It's dry enough. Yeah, 5 minutes. Think I can get one more done in 5 minutes?
No.
Probably.
I don't think I can.
Probably not, but I'm going to try to get as far as I can with it. I've got so much to do to get ready to leave town, to get everything done before I go, everything done for the going. And
early in the morning.
But yeah, I didn't know if you wanted me to say anything about that or not.
Yeah, we're going up to Illinois for Rodney's mom's birthday.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, Candy's headed out of town first thing tomorrow morning. She'll be back about the same time I'm leaving. So, but that's okay. You'd be back. So if we do a live, you could possibly be in StreamYard talking to me, and because I'll probably,
we're since we're probably gonna leave up there Saturday.
Okay,
that's her birthday. Her birthday is actually Saturday.
Perfect.
We were gonna come back Friday night, but Rodney was like, "We really should stay until Saturday."
Yeah, you should stay till her birthday.
We'll probably have breakfast with them and head
Cool,
back.
then
So
take
we
off.
won't be back until
How long of a drive is it?
it's about 8 hours.
Okay.
That's if we don't stop. But
Yeah,
we're old. We have to stop.
you have to stop. Yeah, you don't stop, then by the time you get here, I can't walk.
Yeah.
Everything is cramped up and stiff.
I can't get out of the car.
I know, I hate that. Oh, getting old sucks. Yes, that's exactly what I've found. So you may or may not be here Saturday night.
I might not be.
Yeah, but you would be here for probably during the week whenever we do whatever.
Yeah, I'll be here. We'll be here Saturday night. We'll get back.
So we
Saturday.
might, do a live half hour here, a half hour there, like to show you the mall or the tunnel or whatever we can find.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Some fun stuff. Ooh, I like this one too. This one, I don't want to completely cover that up. Yeah, I'm excited, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Whatever I see, that's cool. It's always fun to share it with you. Margie's tossing stuff. She almost tossed an Afghan that she was almost done with. No, Margie, no. Finish it and then toss it in a box and send it off.
Yeah, sell it to me. I'll buy it.
Somebody, yeah. Most definitely. Oh, she even tossed an Afghan that was almost done. Technology is, being a... She did toss. Oh. Yeah. Oh, long time ago. Okay. Long time ago. All right. We forgive you, Finn.
Yeah. Getting ready to say, what?
Yeah. All right. I know that there's some images in here somewhere that can be used. Let's see. Lay this out so when I glue them down, I can glue them the whole thing instead of having to go back and add some glue. And I'm trying to hurry because I know we're running out of time. And I'd really like to get it done. So then I can go on to getting everything else done. I need some pieces of like this stuff. Okay. Right, I'm just gonna have to do that. Are you burning something?
Yep.
With the
torch.
What do you call it? The torch? Yeah.
A little mini torch.
Yeah.
I wanted to set the house on fire for though.
Nice. See, this time it isn't Marianne. Maybe if you set the house on fire, you won't have to go. You could stay here with us.
I would have no computer.
Well, that's true. Then you'd have to go buy a new one. Just buy a laptop and sit outside.
I don't like laptops.
Oh.
I can't see them.
Oh. Mine's a 16-inch laptop. It's well, I know that's not like any 32-inch screen, but
I was gonna say I have 27-inch. I have three 27-inch monitors and a 42-inch television.
Yeah. But for a laptop, it's big. Mine.
Yeah, I had a 17-incher. Loved it, but
I do like that I can pinch and make everything larger.
Yeah, I have to have the dual screens. I can't handle them.
I love dual screens. Dual screens just so much easier to function with. You know, there's a couple of oh, here we go. That's cute. Use those. Piece of that. Some other stuff underneath here. Oh, look at that. Offcut of Timothy's paper would go great with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right, so I think we need to make that into 2. Yeah, that is perfect. Perfect with this. And let's see. This one. I'm going to do these this way. Oh, she said, throwing away the Afghan. She says, could happen again if it doesn't go right.
That's like Afghan abuse. Isn't that Afghan abuse? I'm calling the Afghan abuse hotline.
Well, it was for her granddaughter, and she'd use so many bad words over it, she couldn't give it to her.
We can give it to me.
Yeah, really. Yeah. You send it to Candy, she's full of bad words.
Yeah.
It would have felt right at home, Margie.
Oh, we saw a video the other day. You know, I know, I can't believe Charlie's not been doing it because, you know, his parents cuss, I cuss.
You're right.
He does it too.
Not yet, but you can't tell what he's saying anyway.
We watched the video, and it's a little. He's like 3 years old, you know.
And he might be cussing.
Right, but he was doing something, and all of a sudden he starts saying the F word, and he goes over to get something else, and he's and then his mom goes, "What?" And he goes, "Just kidding."
That's what Charlie's gonna do. Oh man, that's funny.
It was funny. It's cute.
Yeah,
because he can barely understand him, but you can understand him cuss words.
Sure. Well, you can't tell what Charlie's saying, but he can talk up a storm.
Oh yeah,
so
he's
for all you know, he might be cussing
in a different language. Yeah,
he might be cussing, and you just can't tell.
Oh, he is. I can tell by his expression.
Oh yeah, he looks like you guys look when.
Yeah, and his thing now is whenever I give him a kiss, he wipes it off.
Oh, yeah. Where did he see that?
And so he doesn't do it with Rodney or his dad. He just does it with me.
Oh, because a girl kissed you. Yeah.
Because I'm joking with him a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
And so then he'll want something. I said, well, I ain't get it for you because you won't give me a kiss, and you won't let me give you a kiss. And so he'll go, okay, I'll give you a kiss.
Okay, fine. You can kiss me.
And then he'll wait a few minutes and he'll wipe it off. And look at you while he's doing it like.
Oh, I was going to say when you're not watching.
No, he waits till you're watching.
Oh, he's like, I got what I wanted from you, and I'm going to wipe it off.
Like he'll back up and he'll be like, he'll wait a second, he'll give you that look, and then he'll.
I know I'm being a little peanut, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I'm like, you little turd.
Yeah, it's funny. It is funny. Okay, I think in some orange butterflies.
In this one.
Butterflies would go okay with all this grungy stuff, wouldn't it? Yeah. Butterflies go with everything. I could just grunge them. Exactly.
I got owls and butterflies on this one.
It's my art. Owls and butterflies. Oh, that's cool. Oh, owls would have been neat with this. Okay, so
down here. I need some orange though.
I'm looking for orange bits and pieces. Orange butterflies. That's a big old butterfly. I got some great big ones. I might need to get some edges and just put a half a butterfly like right there.
On a big one. I need a big one to do that with.
Yeah, I've got some giant ones. And that little blank spot right there actually would be perfect for it too. Like right there. Except it does cover up all the orange. But then you get the orange of the butterfly, so. There we go. I'm doing it. I'm destroying his little body right there as I try to ink it, but I'm doing it. I'm doing the half a butterfly on the edge. So the white edges don't show there. Okay. Early art. Okay, here we go. Needed something right there. Anyway, that's perfect. Oh, come on. There we go. What do you think? Does that work? It better work because he's there now. Who cares if it works or not?
Now, ain't it?
Yep, that's why I set it down and went, yeah, it doesn't matter. It better work because he's on there and I'm not changing him. I'm not even putting something over the top of him if he doesn't work. Because I like him. I like it like that. And if I don't, I do. Oh, this would be cool with this, but it is kind of big. But he needs maybe a smaller version of him. The cool thing about these packs is that every butterfly, there's 2 of each one, and there's like 3 or 4 different sizes of every butterfly. So if you like a particular one, but it's not the right size, could be another one in the pack until you've used them all up, and then there's not, and then you're stuck. Okay, that might work there, and that one right there, and then something else right here. Maybe not a butterfly, but a label. That's the same color.
Sylvia's here.
Hey, Sylvia. Sylvia pops in as it's time to go. Oh, Sylvia will go back and watch it, though. She'll enjoy doing this.
And it's 10 after. Wow.
Yeah. Are you close to finishing another one?
Yep.
Me too. Put this
I need
down.
something on the top. I need something orange, though.
Something on the top. Let's see it. Where?
Right here.
Oh, right there. Okay. Something small.
Yeah, not the big. But
Covering that white spot.
Yeah.
And
not another butterfly. I already had butterfly.
Something square or round. Okay, this is going right there. Okay. So this butterfly. Sylvia, we did some watercolor. We're doing some decorating, which is kind of like collaging, and we have used up tons of scraps of paper and embellishments. So I'm liking this one. I'm liking it a lot with those colors, and it's not even blue. How crazy is that? It's not blue, and I actually like it. Some kind of fiery colors in it. They're like, once I get it, that kind of stands out. It needs a little butterfly to pull it in. Oopsie. Once I get it sewn, I think I'll like it even more. That might be too big. Smaller. I do like that one. Even though I wanted it a little smaller, I still like the shape better and the coloring. So, okay. So, Sylvia, you'll have to go back and watch it too to hear about next week. And then, then we'll plan on sales for the following week. And I'll probably pull out some of those old books that I've had boxes and boxes of books that I got from estate sale from HPP. And then some of that new stuff. I've got a bunch of Tim Holtz that came in. So we just got a lot of stuff. And of course, we know we can't get through all that in one sale. We never can, but we might be able to do 2 or 3 in a week and make it worth the box. So,
okay. I guess I'll still want it now. So I got stuff to do on mine.
Yeah. I'm just going to sew on mine, and I will post them in the group once that's not what I wanted. I wanted the decal one. I went to cut postage stamps and went, I don't want the decal one, I want the postage. Now I went to cut something deckled and I grabbed the postage stamp one.
I need something right there too. Let's see. Thread might work. Oh, a piece of fabric will work.
There we go. Yeah. All right.
Oh, poop trim might work on this.
Oh, wow. I was looking for some to make a tiny flower for your page, and I guess I don't have any more. I guess I gave it all to you. So saving up.
You gave me a ton of it.
Save enough to make a teeny tiny
I
flower.
don't know if there's gonna be enough. I'm making something right now.
You got to make a teeny tiny flower to go on your.
Oh, I got that ring. I got a ring.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that.
You want a picture of it? So
No.
lay flat.
Well, can you just make just a flower, not the ring? Just make a flower, and we'll put the flower on there. I mean, you could do a picture, but the actual trim itself is way better. What am I doing here? I haven't even. Did you? And kind of off topic here. Did you print out those other two, or am I? I can. I just didn't know if you already did. I didn't want to reprint them, but
What?
the Speedy and the
No, I didn't print them. I thought you were going to print them.
Okay, then I'm going to. Yeah, I just didn't know if you already did. I didn't want to duplicate. You know, have both of
No,
us.
I didn't print them out. No, because I didn't know what you wanted me to do. Okay. I didn't know whether you were just.
Nope, I'll do it.
If you want me to print them out and cut them with Cricut, I can do that. That's what I was asking.
Oh. Nah, I'll just print them out and fussy cut them.
Yeah, they weren't too bad. The fussy cut.
The Speedy might be.
No, you could. No, it just no. I don't think it'd be
around. I'll just go around.
Yeah, he's not too bad. He's pretty even.
Yeah. Okay, this guy needs. Oh, somebody's there. Delivery.
No.
Oh.
They'd be barking like crazy.
Oh.
Unless they put it by the garage again, which, like I said, I don't like. We don't know that they're here.
Okay.
And if we don't actually go out the garage or go into the driveway,
you never see it. I know, that's crazy. Why do they do that? No. So if you guys would be so kind as to give a thumbs up to the channel, that is helping to spread the channel through the crafty community, because we want to hit 1,000 subscribers. We are getting close. We are over 800 subscribers now. And as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to give away that box that's sitting right down here on the floor under my desk that is filled with more than $450 worth of craft supplies. So definitely give a thumbs up. And as soon as the live is over, if you come back and leave a comment, include in that comment hashtag 1,000 subs. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will draw all those hashtags and randomly give away to someone that box of supplies. It is sealed up, ready to go, just needs a label on it as to where it's going. So I will say that when you leave the comment, please leave a comment, just even a few words, because if you only leave hashtag 1,000 subs, YouTube is likely to dump it because it thinks it's a bot or a spammer. So if you leave a comment, then it looks like an actual comment, and just include that with it. So also, you still have plenty of time to get into the February prompt challenge and win yourself $10 that you can buy some of that new Tim Holtz or new Minte or new Stamperia with. And that is to make something, encourage you to use your scraps, make something red, paper strips, lace, vellum or tracing paper, and a bonus entry into the drawing if you also use something found in Grandma's attic. Doesn't mean it actually had to come from Grandma's attic, but something that could be found in Grandma's attic. So make whatever you want, post it in Happy Paper People Facebook group. On your post, put this hashtag HPPFEB prompts, because on the last day of February, I will be in Vegas. I will pull all those hashtags, and we will randomly draw and give away to someone $10. And you get, remember, a bonus chance in the drawing there. So you can get 2 chances in this drawing. And somebody will win $10 to use at the sale the following week when we do those, the live sales, or on the website, either way. So encourage you to use your scraps of paper, fabric, lace, and ribbon. Use them when you're making that monthly prompt item. And admin is choosing those. Candy chose this month. We've got Marches all ready to go. We're almost done with February, but you still have plenty of time to get February's in. And again, you can make anything you want for that challenge. Doesn't have to be anything in particular. Let's see here. Sylvia. I think I probably missed something on the some there. Sylvia, you're talking about somebody that you invited and not sure if she has joined yet. Hopefully she does. Let us know. We're happy to have her. We love new friends, new happy paper people. Thanks, Carrie.
Hold on. Carrie says, that was my outside. Sorry.
What did you say?
New people to pick on.
Oh, no. Carrie says, thanks so much. This was so much fun. I can't wait to make more. Me too. Carrie, I'm so glad that you joined us. And if somebody is watching on the replay or is on the live and has not commented, please jump in and tell us you're here. That's what Carrie did just a couple weeks ago. We got to meet her, and we welcome you right into the family, and you're instantly part of Happy Paper People. We just really enjoy meeting new friends, and everybody gets inspiration from everyone. So we want you to post your makes in the group so that everyone can see. Be sure and post photos. Yep, post photos on Facebook so we can see the ones that you like and the ones that you don't like. Post them both. Doesn't matter, because you'll find somebody else likes the one you don't like, and vice versa. So, yep, don't forget to come back and leave a comment with hashtag 1000 subs and a thumbs up, if you would, please. Let Candy know that you are appreciative of her taking the time to be here with me. I appreciate that with the thumbs up. Love having her here. And, oh, those are so pretty. I really, really like them. But you're like me. You just can't stop. You keep putting more stuff on.
And this one, I was able to stop on this one. This one is not. I'm not liking it.
Yeah. Totally covered, but it's okay because they look cool.
You can see.
Yeah. I like covering all the white space. I don't like leaving the white space.
Well, that's why I put ink over it. See, there's
but you can see all the watercolor in between it, and it's because of the coloring. It looks like it might be paper, but I left more of the watercolor showing on this one than any of my others. There's a lot of big pieces of watercolor there. And this little tiny bit of white space right there, we'll just color that right in there with a little Spectrum Noir sparkle. Perfect. So yeah, I will post. I'm going to sew this. I'm going to sew the last couple that I did, and then I like this one too. Look how completely different they are in different color palettes, but they're just both so fun. I can't wait to see what you guys did. I'm going to run some stitches through these, and then I will definitely post them as well. And yeah, a lot of fun. So everybody have a great week. I will be spending the week getting caught up on everything, getting a little ahead on everything, so we can take off on Saturday morning. And meanwhile, yeah. Thanks for sharing your Monday afternoon with us. It was fun. It was a fun day. Yes, liking and commenting will help more people to see the video, which helps more people choose to come join us in Happy Paper People. And believe it or not, there are people that have not found an amazing community like this that they feel comfortable being a part of. And that's a big deal, because we've all been in a lot of groups, and some of them you're in and you never ever comment. You never really participate. You just kind of watch the videos, but you've got to find a group that you feel comfortable participating in. And I think that Happy Paper People is that for everyone, because we welcome everyone, and it's just a no drama llama Happy Paper People art group. Lots of fun. So it was lots of fun. Be sure and post photos. Yes, photos and comment. Yep. Thank you, Carrie. And Carrie, I will email you later this afternoon. Thank you, Dawn. See you all later. Have the rest of a wonderful Monday. Stay at your desk if you can and make some more. It's a lot of fun. I'll bet that's what Candy's
fun. They're very fun and relaxing.
These are kind of like the labels for me. I could just sit and make them for hours and hours. They're just lots of fun. Really enjoyed them. Are you going to sit at your desk and make more, Candy?
No, I got to clean up.
Oh.
I got to call about my freaking dishwasher again.
Oh, that's right. Dishwasher broke. Her dishwasher broke. My freezer broke. What in the world? All right, guys. Oh, Dawn's going shopping to Tuesday morning. Bye, everyone. Have a great afternoon, Dawn. Can't wait to see what you find. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Love y'all.